Extras. Extras. Do you remember that from the... Wasn't it a TV show or was it a news channel? It would be like, extra, extra. No?
I have no idea.
That's awkward. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys know what I'm talking about. Or just watch more adult shows.
Maybe.
Because, like, I feel like it was on after Dancing with the Stars.
I watched Dancing with the Stars.
Anyways.
Well, in other news, we have a very creepy, exciting, creepy episode. But it's not scary. It's just a little creepy.
A little...
Woo, woo, woo. We're talking
chill
heavily about cryptids today. This is not really our... Okay, cryptids are not our realm. We like to stick to ghosts and witches. And, like, mythical beings.
Creatures.
Like fairies. Things like that.
You know.
We're just girls. We like that stuff. A cryptid is an animal whose existence or survival is disputed or unsubstantiated. So things like Bigfoot or like a Yeti.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Yes, so things like that. So like, I don't want to say legendary, but like folklore creatures are cryptids, basically. And sometimes they have pretty creepy undertones. Anyways, welcome to Tea Tales and Talks, where we talk about spooky things, drink some tea, and try not to get too scared. I'm Sarah, I'll be your host.
And I'm Mackenzie, I'll be your co-host.
For these strange and occasionally unsettling tales. In this episode, we're diving into spooky happenings in Appalachia. So grab a creepy cup and join us for this strange journey. Today...
What was Appalachia?
Okay, so from all of my, like, the videos that I've watched and podcasts that I've listened to, people who are from there call it Appalachia. My whole life thought it was Appalachia. The Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
But apparently it's Appalachia.
They pronounce all the syllables.
Yeah. Every single syllable. So, today we are in Appalachia. Not literally, just figuratively for this episode. We're going to be talking about some weird stuff going on in and around the Appalachian Mountains and forests. I would like to start this episode off with a fun fact.
Fun fact, fun fact, fun fact.
We haven't done a fun fact, like an actual true fun fact segment in a while.
Been fiending for a fun fact, Sarah. Come on, hit me with it.
Okay, did you know that the Appalachian Mountains stretch all the way from central Alabama in the USA through and up to Newfoundland in Canada? So the like Appalachian region spans 2,000 miles or 3,218.6 kilometers for us Canadians. That's like a huge...
That's crazy. Distance? Span?
But I think a lot of people... It's mostly Americans that talk about this stuff, but like actually Appalachia is in Canada too. And like a lot of it. So...
Wow.
The more you know. Okay, if you are paranormal like us, like what
What did you do there?
Paranormal. We're not normal, we're paranormal.
Oh,
okay.
We are. I like it.
Okay, cut that one out. That's so bad. Then you've probably heard some pretty terrifying stories about the Appalachian region in general. Today, we are here to cover some legends and stories that you know and love, and some that you may wish you never learned about.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why are we starting with this one?
Because it's interesting.
She's gonna say good, and she was like, meh.
I won't say that. Because it's so good. It's so fun.
So fun.
Starting off strong with our very first mythical cryptid, Mothman.
I already have like an ick in my skin.
About Mothman.
Blech. Imagine a furry man with wings.
Mm-hmm.
Blech.
Okay, this one is a bit of a strange one, but definitely one of the most well-known famous cryptids. I guess specifically for North America, but I will get into it. He has been spotted in other locations around the world.
Dun, dun, dun. He's flying around.
He's globe-trotting.
Ooh!
So this legend has a good mix of both folklore and paranormal encounters that span decades and over various parts parts of the Appalachian region. Let's begin in Clendenin, West Virginia. On the quiet evening of November 12th, 1966, my mom was born in 66.
Oh, my mom was born a year after.
5 grave diggers are, grave digging, when they report seeing a man-like figure swooping from the trees and flying low just above their heads. Okay, listen.
All 5 of them?
All 5 of them saw this winged figure,
Swoop.
like, jump down from the trees and swoop and fly, like, very close to them. But all of them were like, hey, what the fuck was that? It wasn't like, oh, that was like a bird. That was a really big bird. They were like, no, like, what was that? It was a creature. Yeah. So this would be considered the very, very first sighting of what would become known as Mothman. I wanted to keep you in suspense for a little while, but let's talk about what a Mothman actually is and what this man-like flying creature looks like. Okay. It is regarded as a large winged creature standing 6 to 7 feet tall with glowing red eyes. Often said to resemble a man with moth-like or bird-like wings, and witnesses report feelings of dread or fear when in its presence. I would be pretty dreadful and fearful seeing that. A 7-foot winged man?
That's probably furry.
That's probably furry.
Because moths are like fuzzy. But
A hairy winged man.
Keep them away.
The next reporting was what sparked attention and a newfound fear for this winged figure. On November 15th of 1966, so only a couple days later, late one night, 2 young couples were driving along the Route 62 highway when they noticed 2 glowing red lights near the TNT facility. It's a power plant in that area.
TNT. What dynamite. TNT.
But these were so odd, these random glowing red lights, that they decided to pull into the power plant to get a better look.
Of course. Why not just keep driving in on your merry way?
You go and investigate. So when the couples got out, they described seeing a strange bird-like creature standing close by. One of the individuals, Linda Scarberry, said in her report that, quote, it was shaped like a man but bigger, maybe 6.5 to 7 feet tall. It had big wings folded against its back, but it was those eyes that got us. It was 2 big eyes like automobile reflectors. They were hypnotic. For a minute, we could only stare at it. I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
Girl, go. Why would you
go
stop?
run?
Run! Run! It's when you're screaming at this movie screen to run.
So, these 2 random red lights...
I'm about to cry. I'm freaked out. But
were glowing red eyes, basically.
Why do you think it was at the power plant?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe he draws his power from there?
Maybe like a moth to a flame. He likes the like electricity or the buzz
he's, like,
or the light.
Ooh, that's a good theory.
Well, we are theoriologists.
We are theoriologists. So the group was understandably freaked out, so they quickly got back into the car and sped away. But to their frightening surprise, they were now being followed by the strange winged creature. They said it flew so easily it wasn't even flapping its wings.
Girl, this feels like a movie.
It was just gliding. But like, that's making me think, obviously it has such huge wings that it has the ability to just
soar.
Glide. Yeah. Soaring, flying, there's a moon, heaven that Mothman can't reach.
Can't copyright now.
Nope. The next day, the Point Pleasant Register published the report titled, Couples See Man-Sized Bird, Creature, Something.
What a headline.
What a headline. The story quickly spread and soon sparked the legend of the Mothman. For the next year, Multiple sightings were reported of a large winged humanoid creature with glowing red eyes all around the Point Pleasant area. Now, some people thought that this was just a prank, obviously. Some theories have expressed a connection to the TNT power plant and a possible pollution that was dating back to World War II. So it could be a creature or, I guess, deformed human from radiation or from some sort of pollution.
You got mixed with them all.
While other theories suggest more mysterious supernatural causes, like it's a demon. Yes, and that was all that was said. No, like, who is the demon? What does he want?
No, just
why
demon.
is he here?
Just leave it at
Nope,
that.
it's just a demon. Nonetheless, for the whole year, some locals claimed to see this creature daily.
Oh my gosh. That'd be
Yeah.
terrifying.
Like, what is this thing that is, like, terrorizing people for 1 year? And in this specific area, too, in the Point Pleasant area. Then, on December 15th, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed, killing 46 people. That's a lot of people. This was a terrible, tragic event that I'm sure still impacts the community around Point Pleasant. This was a bizarre fluke event that it injured a lot of people. It killed a lot of people. I read a little bit about it, that the bridge collapsed when there was a lot of cars stuck on it.
Oh, like it had too much weight and it couldn't
Yes.
support it.
And it was like a lot of cars fell into
The water?
the water.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking.
And they said some people, they couldn't find them. Like, that's how many people
They don't know
were
how
in
many.
this. Yeah. But some locals and some other, I think, real life theoriologists kind of connect this to the Mothman because allegedly this incident followed sightings of the Mothman, I guess, close to that area. So soon, kind of added to his legend and his lore, he was associated with manifesting tragic events because it seems that whenever something bad happens,
He's around.
yeah, it like directly follows a Mothman sighting. There have been documentaries and films and books and just about any media source you can think of covering the legend of the Mothman. And sightings of him are still reported to this day.
I was gonna ask you that if people have still seen him, like since it's from 1966.
Yeah. So it was like the initial cluster of like that whole like for 1 year basically in one place that people were
consistently
seeing him, and then it kind of slowed and trickled, and then people in multiple places started to see him.
He's back.
He's back. Ghost hunters have made it a mission to find this cryptid or to at least prove its existence. So a lot of people go like cryptid hunting, I guess. Investigators, because they're trying to literally find Mothman.
I wonder if they will ever
wonder
find
if they
him.
have succeeded.
I wonder what they will do if they do find him. Like,
Yeah.
put him in a cage. Like, what do
Yes,
you do?
I always wondered, like,
When you find these creatures or cryptids,
yeah, what,
then what?
then what?
No,
You can't keep it.
that's not right. You're just
Like,
gonna release it?
You're just gonna look at it, I guess.
Let us know in the comments.
What would you do
Cryptid
if
hunters?
you caught a cryptid?
Right?
Would you keep him? Or it, sorry. Or would you just look at it and then let it go?
Take a picture, capture it,
Take
and
a
then
picture.
be like, bam, proof.
Proof.
Or you think people would still be like, in this day and age with technology, it could be
Could be AI.
AI.
You
can't
never
prove
know.
it.
Yeah.
So you need the actual being.
Yeah, you never know what's real. The last notable sightings of Mothman were one in 1990 in Moscow in Russia. And then as recently as 2017 in Chicago.
Damn.
Both sightings were followed by tragic events. This one is very interesting because it is an originally Appalachian legend, but it's also something that has been experienced kind of everywhere in the world. So the existence of this creature still to this day is a mystery. No one knows where it came from. No one knows why it's here.
No one knows where it is.
No one knows where it is.
Maybe it's like moving around for like as a survival technique because they were like,
Yeah, it
"Ha,
could be.
you thought I was just for like Appalachia."
Yeah. Now
Nope.
I'm in Russia. Now
Yeah,
I'm
in Chicago.
back in Chicago for some reason.
Got him.
He wants to see the bean.
AI generate me.
Can you
Mothman with the Chicago
with the
bean.
Chicago bean. He's a tourist. He just wants to see all
I get
of the
it.
sights.
I get it.
I get it. So, our next cryptid is a fun one. Have you ever heard of Bigfoot?
Never know who. Who's that?
Okay, the next creepy Appalachian story / string of encounters have to do with everyone's favorite elusive creature, Bigfoot. I really do think that Bigfoot is like a household favorite. Could he be real? Could he not be? My uncle saw one. Well, my grandma saw one. Like, I think Bigfoot might be the most, like, accepted cryptid.
Yeah. Especially with, like, think about how many, like, TV shows have him as, like, a special character.
Yeah.
I mean, like, oh, we're gonna go Bigfoot hunting or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
Out of all cryptids, nobody mentioned Mothman.
Yeah, that's true.
The Loch Ness Monster.
There's like
Bigfoot.
on the History Channel, they've got like Bigfoot expeditions. They've got
Probably one of the most, like, money devoted towards, like, cryptids out there.
I would say so.
For,
I
like,
think so.
hunts and everything.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's like because is Bigfoot like he's like non-violent.
Casually
He's
minding
just
his own
kind of
biz.
He's just kind of there.
Where, like, Mothman's, like, very, like, terrorizing,
Yeah,
causes bad things. So, like,
Yeah.
maybe we just won't talk. We'll just let him be.
Yeah, he's kind of a bad omen, but Bigfoot is just he's just a dude. He's just a hairy dude in the
he's just out there.
forest.
Let him be.
Let him be. I think that we have all heard of Bigfoot before, and we all want to see Bigfoot. Okay, at the very least, we want to see some concrete proof that he's out there. There is a lot of, like, supposed evidence of him, but it would be really cool to have, like, real confirmation that he exists. Well, the legend of Bigfoot is one of the longest-lasting North American mysteries, but it's more than just a campfire story to tell children. Many people over generations of time have claimed to have witnessed this hairy cryptid. In some indigenous cultures, there are tales of a large, hairy, two-footed creature that roams around the forests. This creature is often described as a 8 to 12 foot tall, half man, half ape-type figure covered in black or brown hair.
What a range.
Some regions refer to this figure as a Sasquatch, but in modern mainstream culture, he's best known as Bigfoot. Kind of a side note, but it's worth mentioning that some early European settlers had documented seeing giant hairy creatures around the Appalachian region. This also added or kind of affirmed the legend. So it's spanning back. It's like, it goes back. Like, this isn't like a new concept. People have been seeing Bigfoot.
They're out there.
Yep.
For time.
Also, I do want to note that I think Sasquatch is more of an indigenous term for this. I think. Because they don't say Bigfoot. They don't. Yeah.
No.
And I've heard some of the, like, the deep country, like, deep Appalachian guys also call it Sasquatch. So I wonder if that was the first term.
And people have just modernized it to Bigfoot as, like, a catchy.
Yeah, because it's catchy. Exactly. Okay, so in 1958, a bulldozer operator working in the Six Rivers Forest of Humboldt County in California came across a peculiar set of footprints in the forest. They looked human in shape and appearance, but they were unnaturally large. He asked around if his coworkers had ever seen anything like that, and to his surprise, many of them claimed to have seen a lot of the same human-like footprints.
They're like, yeah, don't worry, my guy, this is normal.
Don't worry about it.
It's just a regular Tuesday.
Yeah. Like any rational person might do in this kind of situation, this man went to the newspaper to report his findings. And of course, this thing spread quickly. The newspaper nicknamed whatever the cause of these prints were Bigfoot, and the name has stuck ever since then. Now, Bigfoot sightings have been reported in just about every major forest or environmental reserve in North America, but because of the extensive forest and mountainous terrains of Appalachia, it is widely recognized as Bigfoot territory there, which is kind of cool.
They got their own little
He's got his own spot.
region.
There are so many reports of sightings of Bigfoot. I think we've all seen the blurry, zoomed in, toaster quality photos.
Toaster quality! Where did you get that term from?
You know when somebody takes such a bad picture and people are like, did you take this on your toaster? Like, it's such bad quality.
No, I've never heard that,
Really?
but I love it. I thought it was because they put like the picture in the toaster, and I was like, what?
Oh, maybe.
And it like caught fire.
The way that I always took it was like, did you take this picture with a toaster? Because you can't take a picture with a toaster.
No,
That's how bad it is. It's like 4 pixels put together. But usually they're so bad quality. It's like, it's some
Can't tell what the fuck it is.
potentially ape-looking creature or just a very hairy woodsman. We don't know.
That's just Roman naked.
Yeah, and he just happens to be really hairy.
It's fine.
It's not his fault.
We don't judge. We accept.
It's not just eyewitness accounts that are recorded, though, not just photos either, but also videos and audio recordings of what people claim to be Bigfoot sounds. Obviously, the infamous big footprints are the most common evidence of Bigfoot, but some have even found strange tufts of hair that they swear belongs to Bigfoot. And I've seen some like of the History Channel
Tufts
shows and stuff like that. So they're like a little tuft of like dark brown hair, but it's like when they look under the microscope, they're like, it's not human hair, but it's also not like animal hair. Like it's like a weird cross between something and something. So they're like, it has to be Bigfoot.
That's the logical.
That is the only acceptable answer.
Exactly. Logic points to Bigfoot.
Yep. The belief in Bigfoot may be one of the largest and most loud communities, especially regarding cryptids. Those who believe are hardcore believers.
Mm-hmm.
Though there are some skeptics who think some of the sightings could just be wild woodsmen, like I said, just a hairy guy in the woods.
Just vibing, you know. Your Uncle Steve out in the woods.
Whatever it may be, it's clear it doesn't really want to be seen or found. So what do you think? Are there Bigfoot creatures in our forests? Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I believe that there's something out there.
I
I think there's like a creature, just like with how long it's been documented for, how much there's documentation of it, and I think that there is a species of creature out there.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
maybe
think-
someone got freaky with an ape, and then this is what
People
happened.
definitely have gotten freaky with apes. Not people, men. Sorry.
Right? This is the offspring.
Yeah, it could be.
Shunned to the forest.
You know that like there's like a it's not really a theory, but it's like in the scientific community, it's like a well-known thing that like we know more about space than we know about our own oceans.
Yeah.
And like the forests and stuff. Like we're seeing like humans have been on Earth for how freaking long, and then we're seeing creatures that are like, we've never seen this before. So like I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities that
We haven't.
there's a big 12-foot hairy man
Yeah.
living in the forest who doesn't want to talk to people. He just wants to vibe.
And like, I don't think it's out of the realm to think that like creatures have evolved and like adapted to the way of the world for survival,
Oh,
like
for
natural
sure.
selection. Like, I
Yeah.
think this creature also probably has developed better abilities to keep hidden from people and modern world
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Who's to say Bigfoot isn't just the evolved version of like an ape or something?
Right? Like in human evolution,
Yeah.
this was the next step
And then he
of
just
humanoid.
Yeah, he got halfway and then he got to 12 feet tall.
And then just kept
And
going.
he's like, okay,
Here I am.
survival of the fittest. He
Natural
said, I am the
selection.
fittest.
Natural selection.
I think I believe in everything, so I think I believe in Bigfoot.
Maybe I just want Bigfoot to be real.
To be real.
I'm not gonna be mad if
Yeah.
he is. Please,
We
show
need
me.
something to hold on to.
Exactly. Mermaids, Bigfoot.
Yeah. I believe in mermaids.
I believe in them. They're out there. I was one in a pool when I was a kid.
Oh, girl. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I love playing mermaids.
It was so fun. That's what we're doing.
Okay. Our next story is very real and very creepy, and it is the legend of the not deer.
I don't think I've heard of this one. This is very interesting.
In order for you to understand this particular creature legend, creepy guy, I guess, I have to bring up the concept of skinwalkers. Now, I have heard that even saying the name is kind of bad juju, and a lot of people instead refer to them as flesh pedestrians. So, we
should have lit the protection candle. We should have lit the protection candle. I am anxious.
So flesh pedestrians is kind of like the okay reference when you're talking about these creatures. I think also
Just the respectful.
another note. I have to say it one more time, but blessings. I have to say it one more time. The concept of skinwalkers is also like an indigenous belief too. So I would say it's still kind of like mysterious to us who are not. That's like not part of our culture. That's not something that we
learn about growing up and talk about.
Which could kind of add to the allure and why people find these things like really creepy, because we don't have a huge understanding.
100%. We love to talk about shit we don't understand.
Oh, we love it. And we just believe us. Whatever we say, it is fact, and never fact check. That's a big fat joke, okay? Please always
Fact check.
do your research. Okay, so flesh pedestrians. The legend of them and their belief stems from the Navajo folklore of malevolent witch figures or creatures that have the ability to take different forms, like shape-shifting into various animals, into people, or even trees, all in order to cause harm to humans. So we could do an entire episode on flesh pedestrians and the different stories and people's experiences, but one of kind of the largest accounts of seeing them or like encountering them, a lot of people say that they will try to mimic like people or animals, kind of to like draw you in. So like, okay, I don't get scared that often, that easily, but one of the things that freak me out the most is like mimics, like things that mimic humans.
Regular things.
So a lot of people, I've seen videos of people like walking through the forest and they hear it's like a human voice yelling or like yelling, help me, but they're like, you have to ignore it. It's not a person. It's actually not a person. And some animals, one of them we're about to talk about. There have been so many reports of strange sightings, specifically in the forests and mountains of Appalachia. One of the famous sayings of the Appalachian people is, if you see something, no you didn't. If you hear something, no you didn't.
Oh, okay.
And this is, I'd say, mostly to do with these flesh pedestrians. It's best to ignore whatever it is and whatever strangeness you may encounter. Okay, so introducing the not deer. This creature typically appears looking like a deer. Shocker.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
But there's something off about it. Whether it's the way its legs bend, or the way its face is shaped, or the weird movements it does, this thing is definitely not a deer. One of the most distinctive features that can tell you if this is a not deer is their eye placement.
What?
So this is kind of interesting, and actually follow me, it's kind of cool. So deer have eyes that are slightly on the sides of their heads. So like most herbivores or animals that are prey have eyes like a little bit on the side of their head. So they have a better peripheral vision, obviously for survival, to protect themselves. However, the not deer will usually have eyes on the front of its face, which is mostly seen in predators. So animals that hunt other animals. So it's not common for a deer to have that. That's like not Biologically, that ain't right.
I want to look up a picture, but I'm kind of scared.
No, you can look. It's not. It's just like a little weird. They just look a little bit deformed, kind of. I have
This
heard...
one has 5 eyes.
Oh, okay. So it could have multiple eyes. Its legs could be weird. I've also heard reports of people coming into contact with these creatures and even watching them hop up and stand or walk on its 2 hind legs. So it just like So it just like stands up kind of like a person and starts walking. Yeah, that's very terrifying.
That's scary.
So these not deer creatures are typically seen at nighttime, obviously, often by the roadside or deep within the forests off the beaten path. Many have reported experiencing an overwhelming, eerie feeling like something just isn't right when seeing these creatures. So I did read somewhere that it's kind of similar to the uncanny valley effect. Have you heard of this kind of theory concept before?
No, I don't think so.
It's kind of I don't know where it originated from, but I kind of get the gist of it is seeing something that looks like really close to being human or like human-like, but there's something a little bit off about it, so it like makes you feel like sick and uncomfortable.
Uneasy, like
yeah,
the pictures of those deers were
exactly.
making me feel.
So a lot of people are like, it's because it's like not really what a deer is supposed to look like, so it gives you like that, like something's wrong, like something's not right, like this isn't
Natural.
isn't right. Yeah, it's not natural, exactly. Some have claimed to have been chased by these creatures when trying to scare them off, and often their general behavior is sort of aggressive, which is opposite to how normal deer would react. Like, if you run at a deer, most likely it's going to run away from you.
Yeah, they're scared of everything.
But the not deer stands up on his freaking hind legs and runs after you.
Girl, fuck that. I'm out of here. No.
Although there aren't any specific reports of these not deers actually causing harm to people, it's highly advised to not venture into the Appalachian wilderness alone, and definitely not at night.
Noted. I won't do it.
Noted. We will not be doing that.
It's okay, guys. I'll leave it to the professionals.
I think a general word of caution to not be in any forests or woods at night.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Oh, this is so good. Okay, the next one. This is my favorite one.
I like the name. I can't wait to hear you say it.
Okay, our next cryptid creature is the squonk.
Squonk. Squonk.
Okay, now we are covering the squonk, and let me tell you, this little guy definitely fits his name. So, this creature is part of a North Pennsylvanian folklore and is said to reside in Hemlock Forest.
My family's Pennsylvanian.
We talk a lot about Pennsylvania, and I kind of love it. Like,
so we're gonna go.
I think that we have to go. Something is calling us to Pennsylvania.
family.
And Massachusetts, too. We've got that.
We'll make it a twofer.
I also apparently have, like, there's a lot of Croatian people in Pennsylvania, so.
It's a good place.
Hey. The squonk is described as a small pig-like creature with ill-fitting skin covered in warts and moles. Okay, now it sounds kind of weird, but...
I was rooting for our squonk here.
Pictures of it make it look...
And now I'm not.
Like a little cutie pie.
Oh, okay, good.
Now, because of its ghastly appearance, the squonk is said to be so ashamed of how it looks that it cries constantly and is always hiding.
Oh, poor squonk.
Yeah. The squonk is thought to move around only during the very late hours of the night to avoid being spotted. The legend of the squonk actually dates back to the early 19th century, and some hunters have claimed that they could follow a tear trail all the way to the squonk. So he cries and weeps so much that it leaves a trail of tears wherever it goes.
Oh, me too.
Me too. I relate to him.
I am a squonk.
But when the squonk is cornered or caught, it's like, obviously it's surprised, or if it's overly terrified, it dissolves into a puddle of tears and bubbles.
It like melts?
It melts.
Like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
When she gets water tossed on her.
Except that he's crying.
It's just tears.
He cries himself to death.
Oh, damn.
A man named J.P. Wentling, unclear when this actually happened, but apparently he captured a squonk himself. And he tried to take it home, understandably.
You too.
But on his way home, he felt the creature, which I'm assuming he had it wrapped in something, he felt it suddenly get very light. So he's like, okay, what's going on? So he looked again, and he was surprised AF because all that was left was a puddle.
Oh.
So the squonk dissolved into a puddle of tears. That's crazy.
Bye-bye, squonk.
A lot of the information that we have about the squonk comes from Fearsome Creatures of the Lumberwoods, written by William T. Cox in 1910, a man who allegedly had come in contact with one of the squonks. Now, the actual size of the squonk is not certain. Some sources think that it could be a little tiny thing, while others think it could be up to 7 feet tall. Personally, I think that the little tiny one is cute, but if it's 7 feet tall,
That's terrifying.
I don't want to be anywhere close to it.
I don't want to squonk anymore.
I don't want to squonk. This is our last cryptid, and the one that has honestly the least amount of information about it. It's kind of a little bit more of a folklore legend, and a lot of people think it's just that. It's just a story. It's just folklore. I wouldn't mind running into a squonk. Not if it's 7 feet tall.
A little squonk.
But a little squonk. A mini squonk. It's so cute.
My heart. It
I'll
feels
show
like
you
a
a
house
picture.
hippo.
Yeah, it's like exactly, but in the forest. If it's this one, then I want it.
Oh my god.
It's like a wrinkly guinea pig with no hair.
Nutsack. Oh my god, with eyeballs.
Isn't he so cute? Well,
I do feel bad for
I
it.
feel bad. He's just crying all the time.
Sad little piggy.
Because, oh my god, what if he looked like this? I want a squonk.
Oh my god.
Like, I really want to adopt a squonk. I'm serious.
Girl.
Girl, even this one's cute.
It's a little like troll goblin.
It's like a little gremlin, but cute. And like kind of a pig, but cute. So the creatures that we talked about range from creepy to interesting to arguably cute, okay? But Appalachia is known for downright strange activity, unexplained encounters, and spookiness that persists. It seems that everyone who lives in Appalachia or anyone who has visited there has a creepy, spooky story. Now it's time for our very favorite segment of the podcast, Reddit Reads.
Reddit reads.
Reddit Reads.
Reddit reads.
Reading stories from Reddit.
Reddit reads.
Reddit. Okay. I'll get you to read the second one. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Our first Reddit story goes like this. This happened back in 2003. I lived in Western NC.
North Carolina.
Is that North Carolina? Guys, we're not American. I don't know.
We're Canadian. We're gonna go with North Carolina.
It says Western NC, so. And I worked doing taxes back then.
My mom. She's an accountant.
And every year on April 16th, when the tax season was over, I liked to go hiking, as one does. It was a nice way to embrace the calm of nature after a wild and woolly tax season.
I understand that.
One of my favorite hiking trails in the area is at Mingus Mill over past Cherokee. If you haven't been, go. It's a beautiful trail that starts at the mill and runs for a long while by a beautiful little creek. It also goes by a very old cemetery once you get way back in there. Okay.
What a range of views to enjoy on a trail.
So it's the day after tax season, and I'm hiking with a man that will become my ex-husband.
Girl, I love it.
the way she said, the man that will become my ex-husband, and not just me and my ex were. No, the man that would become my ex-husband.
He did some shit.
Oh, what did he do?
What did he do? I think he did it,
but I just can't prove it.
I think he did.
Okay, so I'm hiking with a man that will become my ex-husband, but at the time we were in the early stages of dating. It's a beautiful spring day, clear and sunny skies, about 65 degrees for the high, that's in Fahrenheit. We brought a little picnic lunch so we could just hike and not have to go back to town to eat. So we hiked and ate lunch on the trail and hiked some more. We had hiked along way past the cemetery, and we were pretty far out there. It was maybe around 2 o'clock, I'm assuming p.m.
I hope so.
I hope so. We were way out on the trail and haven't seen other hikers in maybe an hour or so. My future ex is hiking in front of me on a narrow part of the trail, and we're talking. What happened next was so fucking weird. I don't know what it was or how it happened, and it has never happened again. So we're hiking and talking, and suddenly we hear a car. And we don't hear a car approaching and getting closer. It's like if you just suddenly hear a car engine running that popped into existence, and then it cut off. As soon as it happened, my ex turned around and looked at me like, what the fuck? I looked at him just as confused.
I just got goosebumps.
Then we stood there for 15 minutes talking about it. Also, you could feel the vibrations of it on the ground.
I think I feel it now.
I at first thought maybe a Forest Service road was nearby or something, but I've looked at the map since then and there was not one near where I think we were on the trail. Even if there had been, you still would have heard the car sound approach and get louder or fade away. It was like a car had just materialized into existence, the sound of it anyways, and then someone turned the key to turn it off. And since this was before smartphones, it wasn't someone playing a sound, and even if that was the case, it wouldn't have made the ground vibrate. There were no earthquakes in that area that day either. I wanted to continue hiking for another hour, but my ex was really freaked out, so we started heading back to the parking lot. He later said he was worried it was a bear growling, but I said I did not think that's what it was. What the hell was that, and has anyone experienced something similar? That is so creepy and so specific.
I don't like it.
Because you know what it sounds like to hear a car engine on and then suddenly cutting off.
And yeah, you know when it's like starting up, the sound of it, and like when you
and
turn it
feeling
off.
the vibration too, like 100% you know what that feels like. That is so weird. And there's no cars around, there's no roads. Oh!
Girlfriend,
that's scary.
should have been the first red flag.
Her soon-to-be ex-husband or whatever. Some guy that was...
with a man that will become my ex-husband. I thought it was going to be like the man to become my husband.
Yes.
And then it was ex-husband. And I was like, whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Before we hop into our second one, do you want to do our what we're sipping on segment before we forget about it? Because we're at the end of almost at the end of the episode.
We're almost at the end. Okay, we have to take a break. No, this is a perfect time for our What Are We Sipping On segment.
Sip, sip.
Sip, sip.
You have to explain it because we're sipping on the same thing and I don't know it that well.
So today we're sipping on the same drink. And today we actually are drinking tea.
Whoop, whoop. We're authentic.
Woo! We're authentic. So today we are sipping on I think it's my new favorite tea. It's so good. It is strawberry milkshake oolong tea by Harney and Sons. They're also like my favorite tea company. They're so good. Okay, the tea, it's strawberry milkshake flavored and it tastes so freaking good. And today we made our tea with a little bit of cream and a little bit of sugar, just to really get the milkshake vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such like a cozy, warm little,
and like
nostalgic a little bit.
I had a cup of coffee this morning, and so like after having a cup of coffee, this is very nice to just have like as like a little sip.
Yeah, it's a nice,
relaxing beverage,
a calming sipping drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I liked it as a very grounding option as we read these creepy tales.
Yeah, it's a good balance
because I'm a little goosebumpy and nervous.
It's good to have a comfy drink when you're talking about spooky stuff.
Mm-hmm. It just goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
I will be reading the next and final Reddit reads for today. And this is taken directly from Reddit, so it's in quotations. My granny lived in a cabin on 7 acres in Appalachia, Virginia. No cable or internet. Stand naked in your driveway and the neighbors won't see kind of place. After she died, when I was in high school, we moved out there. I never found the place creepy, but it scared the ever-loving shit out of all my friends. Let me give some background. Granny had been digging and found a very long bone buried in the hillside next to a very old liquor bottle. What that means? I have no idea. It was completely glass on two sides of the main... Oh, okay, now we're describing the house.
Oh, okay.
It was completely glass on two sides of the main room. Everyone always says they feel like someone is watching them. It is wooded on one side and mountains on the other. I had 3 girls over to stay the night. I had passed out, but they were all wide awake because they were all scared. My parents were asleep. They had said they all distinctly heard a coin drop on the floor and roll down the hallway.
Oh my god.
There was a tunnel about a quarter mile up the road from the cabin's driveway. Nothing to do with that in town. Teens sacrificed animals in there in the 90s. Everyone says it's demonic. When a couple of the same friends and I were coming up under the tunnel at night, something was in the road and I almost hit it. It was fleshy and twisted, bigger than a raccoon and smaller than a person.
Ooh.
I was driving, so I didn't look back, but my friend turned around and got a better look at it. To this day, I have no idea what the creature was. Stopped going under that bridge that night. Girl, I understand that. Another time, coming around under the tunnel myself in broad daylight, the radio cut out and I was coming into the curve of the tunnel entrance and started playing a very distorted and garbled clip of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It sounds funny, but it was chilling. No, it sounds chilling.
It sounds
I'm
scary.
chilled. Every hair on my body stood up. As soon as I was away from the bridge, the radio signal came back in. I drove under it all the time and never had a signal issue before or since. I'm pretty sure that entire area was just cursed or something.
Ooh. Okay, that one was kind of like a lot of experiences
In one.
But see, like somebody who lives there, yeah, like things look at you and you...
It's just
that's just how it is.
You have things watching you.
There's weird fleshy creatures in the tunnels at nighttime. Like, that's just the norm.
That's just it. That's just your Tuesday.
That's just a normal Tuesday night.
What about it?
Okay, some ending thoughts. So, some pretty spooky, strange things are going on in Appalachia.
For sure.
We covered some cryptids, read some creepy Reddit encounters, but the regions of Appalachia are filled with more paranormal activity than most places in the world. All of this research really left me with one overwhelming question: why are all of these things concentrated in the area of Appalachia? Could it be something energetic attracting paranormal, spiritual, creepy occurrences, or something else entirely? Let us know what you think. And if you have any of your own spooky stories or paranormal happenings or witchy experiences in general or specific to Appalachia, we want to know. You can send your stories to teatalestalks@gmail.com or send them to us through our spooky story submissions form in our Linktree. Perhaps you'll hear one of your very own stories in our new What's Brewing mini episodes.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram, teatalestalks, to keep up to date with everything we're up to and all of our upcoming spooky episodes. And until next time, our twitchy witchy friends, stay spooky and don't let your tea get cold.
Are you interested in the
unknown,
unsolved,
unseen?
Then join us.
I'm Frank.
And I'm Sage.
Every Monday as we look into the world's most perplexing mysteries,
from the Yeti of the Himalayas
to the UFO crash in Roswell,
to the haunted halls of Eastern State Penitentiary,
or exploring the kidnappings of the Beaumont children,
we have something special for everyone.
Find Unknown, Unsolved, Unseen podcasts wherever you listen to podcasts. And remember,
to look for
the unknown,
the unsolved,
and the unseen.
And if you're looking for even more cryptid fun, go check out our friends at This Podcast is Based on True Events. Join hosts Brandon and his partner Dahlia as they share new and supposedly true paranormal accounts from different sides of media each week, along with their friend B.